while like my hair dries, so when I'm ready to get, you know, when I'm done getting ready, like at least my hair will be dry. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Facial spray from Mario. So I'm telling you guys, I really am obsessed with it. Okay, so that's how I get started. So a little trick that I learned was I put concealer before I put my foundation. It's just what I like, it's my preference, and so I'm gonna go with it. So let's get started with that. So I just apply a little bit of concealer under my eyes. Not too much, remember? Oh, and by the way, I'm using the Born This Way by Too Faced, something new, and yeah, it applies really smoothly, that's for sure. It's not super thick. The consistency is pretty lightweight. Okay, so then I'm gonna grab my beauty blender. I love this one. It's in the sapphire color. One thing about my beauty blender for your makeup to apply smoothly, I usually clean this on a daily basis, legit, a daily basis with my jabón sote. It takes off all the dirt and everything, and it helps also so you don't break out that much. So yeah, I'm just gonna spray it. And remember, guys, I mentioned about my little lip gloss that I apply. So I'm gonna use this one that I actually got. It's not sticky at all. So it's called lip oil. So I apply it on my lips so that I don't get that line that I told you guys about. Okay, so then I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my beauty blender and just, you have to put the lightest amount of pressure on your beauty blender, because if not, you're gonna be basically removing all the products. So I barely even tap, you know, just kind of smoothly tap, kind of blend it down, and then we go to the other side. Wow, this concealer is actually really good. I really like it. It's not super thick, so that's always a plus. And I bring it up to my eyes a little bit because I do have a little birthmark right there, so I like to make sure that that's a little covered up. Nothing wrong with having flaws. That's something I'm learning as I'm getting older. It's the way God made your ass. So now I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my foundation. So like I mentioned before, Huda Beauty is my go-to, and I'm gonna use it in shortbread today because I'm kind of running low on my crema de brulee, and I use that when I like, you know, when it's worth it. So like I told you guys, I make my own concoction sometimes, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how I do that. So here's my Huda Beauty. I do 2 pumps of Huda Beauty. Go ahead and then go in with my dupe, which is the Super Stay. The Super Stay by Maybelline. Shake that a little bit, and I always apply just like 1 pump. So then I go ahead and go in with any type of spoolie and just blend it up. Just a little bit like that. Find a foundation color that matches you perfectly. You're fucking lucky, because it doesn't happen to the most of us. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and then clean off my spoolie that I stirred it up with and just kind of, you know, put it somewhere on my face. I'm gonna go ahead and pull my hair back because it's gonna start to irritate me. Well, just half of it, because I need to make sure it's dry so I can style it. I look like a crazy lady, but whatever. So then I'm gonna go ahead and just put with my finger, I go ahead and just zap a couple dots as I'm going. See, this is when I use my wipey, just wipe my fingers off. And I'm obsessed, like I told you, so I spray my beauty blender. Blend it, remember, with the lightest amount of pressure. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use my little MAC thing so I can see. Just with the lightest amount of pressure, go ahead and blend that in. Make sure your little thingy, that's from the dollar store, it's awesome. You can throw it in the wash, it's perfect. Just blend it in softly. I usually close my lips like that when I get closer to my lips because I'm just a weirdo. Lightest, quick, so your foundation doesn't dry, but still very light pressure. You don't want to put a lot of pressure, like I mentioned before. Blend it as best as I can. I'll go over. Look how flawless that looks. So then I'm gonna go ahead and jump on this side, apply more. I just don't mind how crazy I look. I really don't care. Just put dots, dots, dots. And it's like not clumpy dots. It's just like really light dots, and of course I clean my hands again. And then I go in with my beauty blender on this side, light pressure, and just blend it in. I hate when my little pelitos come out. Like, I hate it. Blend underneath the eyes. I usually don't get super close to my eye because if you have really sensitive eyes, foundation will make your eyes watery if it gets in your eyes. Remember, really light pressure, blend it in. Don't forget to get underneath your nose. Like, don't be a weirdo and have like spots. I'm gonna go ahead and do my forehead, and once I'm done with that, make sure you blend down to your neck. You don't want to be so many different shades of colors, like you'll just look crazy. So I'm gonna go ahead and dab some more. I still have some product on here. I'm gonna dab some more, put some on my forehead, blend that in as close as you can to your hairline. Blend it up, blend it through your nose, down your nose, blend, blend, blend. Q here is blend. You have to blend. If you don't blend, girl, your life is a mess. I look crazy as hell right now. So just blend. So then I'm gonna go ahead and blend down to my neck. God, my hair's like irritating me. Okay, so I grabbed some more product. I put it usually here, 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 just so that you can bring the product down. Don't forget underneath your chin. Like, just don't forget. Like, that's just weird. I hate when like people have missing patches underneath their chin. It's like, girl, what happened? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and spray my beauty blender one more time because, yeah, I've already blend down. Blend, 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 blend underneath your chin. Light pressure. It might look like I'm doing some harsh pressure, but I'm not. I really ain't. I'm so happy it's Friday. I'm gonna be working on a Q&A with my wife tonight. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait to pick her up. Like, I feel like I can't do crap without her. It's not that she doesn't let me. I just, girl, that's my best friend. A lot of people do their eyebrows and stuff before they do their foundation. Me personally, I've tried it. I just don't like it. I don't like how my eyebrows end up looking. I like them to look more natural than just like Sharpied on. Like I've mentioned before, I don't like that. Okay, so one of my pet peeves is when people are about to set their face under their eye or on top of their lid and forget to like reblend it. Yes, your eyes have creases, they crease, you put the setting powder on it and you can see the creases through the setting powder. It's not cute. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with my Fit Me by Maybelline. I'm in the color Fair. I have my loose powder in here. So always go back, like I just mentioned, underneath the eye, lightly, like literally, very light. Okay, and then you're gonna go ahead and put the opposite side of your beauty blender where your foundation is not on. So then I'm just gonna go ahead and put it on. And then I'm gonna go in with the other side, re-blend that. And I honestly love this powder so much because it's so lightweight. I kind of just set my whole face with it. Some people don't like to do that. That's how they like it. This is how I like it. I probably look like a fucking cake right now. I don't care. Okay. Very poofy. I love it. It's super poofy. So it is the Morphe E41. So I go so light. You don't want to take off product. You want to just kind of put it into your skin. So I slightly, very lightly dab that in. Over your eyes, under your eyes. So I just got this Fix Plus Gold Light from MAC. I'm gonna go ahead and give myself a couple. So we're gonna go ahead and blow that out, let it set, let it dry, because if you go in there and you start applying contour and stuff, it's gonna be patchy. It's just gonna be not cute. So yeah, let's go ahead and just set this real quick. I usually have something to blow myself with, but whatever. Since I wasn't really planning on doing this, I just kind of grabbed everything that I thought I would use and just kind of went with it. My wife's gonna hate me. I'm hella using her V-neck. I usually use her t-shirts, but I had to like make it a little better than just a t-shirt. Okay, so I've mentioned before that I love my Too Faced sample that I got from them, the milk chocolate, and I love my shade light from Kat Von D. I'm gonna go in first with my milk chocolate from Too Faced, It's the light and medium matte bronzer. This is beautiful. I love it. It's like, I'm so light skinned, so for me to find like the right color to contour is really hard because I don't want it to look so harsh on my skin. I'm going to use the brush Morphe M437. This is what it looks like. It's very, very good for contouring. I love it. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some product. Always dust. Don't just grab product and go in. Build it up if necessary, but don't just try to have like this awesome contour when you got no patience. Then I'm going to go ahead and go in. Upwards, always upwards. Circle motions, blend that in. Looking a little good. Get some more product, tap it, go right back on the other side. Everybody does that face. If you don't do that face, you're doing something wrong, boo-boo. Get more product. Just make sure you get the sides. If you don't get the sides, it's just gonna look, I don't know. I have to get the sides. Blend up, circular motion, bring it up, circular motion. Try one last time on this side. Tap some more, dust it. Always, always, always. I always get my forehead because if not, I don't know, you have to. So then I'm gonna go ahead and make sure you tap it. You don't want like a crazy looking forehead. Kind of circular motions all the way around and connect lightly with the last of the product. Try to apply most of the product up here and then connect with this contour. Kind of pull up your little headpiece, not too much. You don't want to end up with that white foundation powder on your hair. If you do, please wipe it off. It's not cute. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and back with my Morphe E41 and kind of just blend that bad boy in, especially your forehead, not so much your contour down here. Okay, so one of the products that I forgot to mention the other day was I got the RCMA powder. It's the translucent powder. I heard this was really good for setting. I personally didn't like it for setting under my eyes. I feel like it made me look a little cakey. That's why I stick to my Maybelline. But I go ahead and do use the RCMA for the cleaning up of my contour. It works for me that way. So I have my Morphe Beauty Blender. And I'm going to go ahead in and just cut it. There we go. Where your lip cuts. That's how I do it. I put very little on my nose. I don't want my nose to look cakey, but I do want it to set perfect. Here's what I'm looking like now. While that's setting, I go in with a little bit of a darker tone from my shade Light. I go in with a little dab of the dark one and a little dab of the medium one. I dust it off, of course, and just kind of get the ending. Very little. Literally. Put my contouring stuff away before I get a little too excited with it. Afterwards, I don't really like to set my nose for too long, so I dust that bad boy quick. I don't want it to look hella white. Tap, tap, tap. I'm going to go ahead and work on them brows. So remember, I use my Morphe R44, my Morphe 432, and my Morphe R33. These are the three brushes that I use. I'm going to go ahead and first put on some concealer underneath my brows. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Born This Way. I put literally like a little dab on the other side of my hand, just so that you can kind of play with the product and not love this brush. I swear. It's the Morphe 432. Put very light product. You don't want your brush to be full of product like concealer. And if you feel like you've grabbed too much, no worries. Just put it, like, kind of mix it in on the other side. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just put a little bit of concealer underneath. Okay, cool. So then I always grab a little bit more, blend down, because you don't want it to look weird. Go in with my R33 brush. This is what this little bad boy looks like. It has like a little fine tip, kind of, sort of, not really. So you kind of blend it. So I'm gonna go ahead and now go in with my eyebrow stuff. I mentioned the NYX eyebrow cake powder. So I had my cousin hit me up yesterday and tell me that it was discontinued. I've been using this product for years and I hope they're not discontinued, but if they are discontinued, I'm actually gonna go to Ulta today. If they are discontinued, I will let you guys know and I'll try to find another product for your brows that's powder. That's what I like. I got a sample from Benefit. It's the Precisely My Brow Pencil. So I'm gonna go ahead and after I conceal it, after I blend it, I'm just gonna draw the bottom line, the shape of my brow, so that we have some type of definition. And if you make a mistake, don't worry, we still have concealer. Concealer can help you clean it up. I kind of blend it up a little bit, not too much. And then I feel like I did like a little squiggly. No worries, grab some concealer with your brush and just clean it up a little bit. Perfect, I like it. Okay, so after I usually go in with my other Morphe brush, the R44, and I tap it in the dark color and I just kind of blend it up. Not from like the back of my brow, but from like mid brow. I kind of just blend that right there. Try to keep the darkness in the back, okay, and always brush that out. You don't want to keep applying without brushing before because it might look a little crazy. I go back in with my Precise by Benefit. You can do this before you add that powder. I just like to add it so that I kind of see the shape that I'm going with. And I'm going to go on the top and now I'm going to draw in the top. That looks good. Looks a little crazy, but that looks good. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in a little bit and then I'm going to go ahead and finish this brow and then do the other brow off camera and I'll be back. But let me go ahead and zoom in here. Okay, so let's continue with our brows. So yeah, so grab the light powder and do the front. So just brush it. Start from the back, like right here, forward. So brush back and then move your way forward because you don't want too much product in the front. It'll look freaking crazy. I like to blend the line really good at the bottom. I feel light pressure. You don't want to make it look super dark. And don't forget, if you mess up, it's fine. You got concealer. Concealer saves lives. Oh, so my brow is on. I'm going to go ahead and brush it. Always brush, blend. I'm going to go ahead and work on my other eyebrow off camera. It's my harder eyebrow, so I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I took off my headpiece, my band. I'm going to go ahead and grab my Morphe E41 brush. So I'm going to go ahead and put just half of my hair up because it's irritating me. So let's see. Having short hair has been like probably like a life changer for me. I love it. I'm going to go ahead and work on my eyes. So I'm going to use the Lorac Pro. This one right here. Oh, my baby has the color Cream to put as a base, which is this one right here. Cream all over my eyelid, okay? Just to have a base color. And I'm going to do the other side. I'm also going to use the Lorac, the Nectar color, which is the next one right here, as a transition color, okay? A good transition color. And grab some product, not too much product. Better to build, like I said. Dust it off. And close your eyes. So then just kind of do swipey motions. And then I sometimes do circular motions to make sure that bad boy's blended in. Cool. So I'm gonna go in for the other eye, dust it off, grab some more Nectar product. Okay, cool. I feel like we have a good base going on here. Cool. Make sure it's blended nice at the end, because if it's not, it's gonna look hella weird. I'm not gonna do nothing too crazy. So I'm gonna go ahead and now go in with another brush, M504. Let's see, I don't know if you guys can see it. And this is kind of similar. It's also like a very, very poofy brush. I really like it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab my Morphe palette. Morphe palette 25D. It's called Oh Boy. And I love nudes. I'm obsessed with them. So this is what that palette looks like. It's beautiful. It has a lot of different colors in it. I just love how many browns it has. I'm a very nude, natural looking look that I like to do. I like to do natural look. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab, it's called Benji. I'm trying to put the colors together. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab, yeah, it's called Benji. It's the oh yeah, it's called Benji. It's right here. It's a really pretty color. So I'm gonna grab Benji, I'm gonna go ahead and dust it, and I'm gonna go ahead and start on this side, which is right here. Try to get the crease. Okay, so let's go ahead and try this. You want it to be as blended as possible. Okay, so that's blended out. Pretty good. Yeah, Mom? Okay. One second. So I'm back. My mom left. She left for the weekend to my tia's house. So yeah, okay, so that's blended. So I'm gonna grab one more color just to kind of make the crease a little darker. And I'm gonna use my other brush, which is it's from MAC. I know, I feel like I betrayed Morphe. Anyways, it's my MAC 224 brush. It's a little thinner. It's also a little poofy, but it's on the thinner side. Okay. So I'm gonna grab like a darker shade. Let's see. Derek. No, it's, what the hell is it called? Timmy. Sure, let's go in with Timmy. We use Benji, now let's use Timmy. Just very lightly. You don't want too much no more. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit the crease. Grab some more of Timmy, dust them off, and hit the crease on the other eye, swiping motions. So I'm done with my Morphe palette. I'm gonna go ahead and the top of my brow bone and my inner duct here. My favorite one to use for my highlight on my brow bone would have to be the Anastasia Beverly Hills, which is the Nicole Guerrero. I put Forever Lit on my brow bone. This is what it looks like. This one right here. Okay. This is just a flat brush that I found. I got this from e.l.f. if I'm not mistaken. It is e.l.f. It's called a smudge brush. This is what it looks like. It's really thin. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it right here. And you kind of just go against your brow. You don't want to mess up your brow though. Once you're done with that, I always go in with one of my Morphe brushes that has a little bit of product on it and kind of just blend that out. Now I'm going to grab my Morphe M513. This is a fluffy brush too. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this, and I like to spray this with my setting spray. And I like to go in with my Nicole Guerrero, my Forever Lit. I blended in the tear duct. And off camera, I kind of cleaned up this side because I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I'm going to do on this side. I put some more Born This Way concealer on the back of my hand. I'm going to go in with my Morphe 432 brush, tap it in a little bit. I'm going to clean up my lid because I want to actually put the white all over my lid. So I'm going to go ahead and close my eye. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm gonna blend it in again with the one that I used for my brow, the R33 from Morphe. Tap it in, blend it, make it look right. Okay, so it kind of looks like that, right? So I'm gonna go ahead in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Nicole Guerrero, and I'm gonna go back in with my Morphe 513. Spray that back a bit more. I'm gonna put it on the lid of my eye. So kind of like that. I'm gonna just apply it on the lid of my eye. It's so pretty. It's like so white and pretty. Perfect. I love it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead in and get like a really precise brush, which will be my MAC one again, and I'm gonna bring out my Morphe palette one more time, and I'm gonna go ahead and clean up the crease, Timmy Brown, and my Alexandra. I'm gonna mix those two and kind of just blend it in like right here. Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and go in and do my eyeliner offline because that's a little harder. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that off the camera. Okay, so I put my hair down because it needs to dry. The top needs to dry because I need to style it. Okay, so I'm gonna turn down my party. So I did my eyeliner off camera. So like I mentioned in my other video, I used the Maybelline New York Eye Studio, and it looks like this inside. And then I also use a dried up eyeliner. This is my Kat Von D. It was already done, so I started using it. So look at how fine that is. Perfect. And I kind of just dip it in there, and then I put it on the back of my hand, and I just kind of make sure the brush gets all covered by it, and then I just go ahead and do my winged eyeliner. Okay, another thing before I get any further, I like to take off makeup from my eyes, especially eyelash glue. I use this, the Garnier Skin Active. This thing is amazing. If you guys haven't used this, get on it. This is like my favorite. Like, it takes off everything. It's just okay. So my eyes are done. So what I'm gonna do next, God, my hair is wild. What I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna apply a little bit of mascara, not too much because you're about to put on some lashes. I use my Ardell Wispies. You can get these at Target, Walgreens, Ulta. They usually have really good deals on these, so, and they look really nice. Because I literally used to get ready for like any occasion, well, specifically like for my birthday or Halloween, and wait for like my girls to come over and like put on my lashes because I was just not comfortable doing it. So I finally learned a couple tricks. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys know. And yeah, so let me go ahead and just apply my mascara. I'm gonna go in with the brown pencil that I told you guys about earlier, that I want to put on the bottom of my lash line. I'm just waiting for my mascara to dry a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and like the end of my, just a little bit. It looks like it's melted. Yes, I know. So go ahead and wait for that to dry. While I'm waiting for that to dry, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I grab my e.l.f. one that I got. I think this was like $1 or maybe max 2. And then my Sonia one, I'm gonna go ahead and put those on the side because I'm gonna use them to put powder eyeshadow underneath my eyes on the bottom lash line. So I'm gonna go ahead, make sure this is not super hot, because if it's super hot, brown is just so much easier to work with. Like, it doesn't look as intense. I don't know, I just really like it like this. It doesn't look super dramatic. That's probably why you guys can barely even see it on camera, but that's the point, because it makes your eyes stand out and it doesn't look super crazy. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the same palette, the Morphe palette, and I'm gonna go ahead and grab the same colors that I grabbed to cut crease off. I'm gonna grab it with my e.l.f. brush, and I'm just gonna put it on my bottom lash line. Just apply it, but blend it, like smudge it into your eyeliner. The eyeliner that you just applied, that brown eyeliner, bring it into your eyeliner, your winged eyeliner. Go in with that brush that's a little less precise as the e.l.f. one, and just blend it in. Cool. So that's that. My eye mascara should be dry by now, so let's go ahead and start. Glue. I get this at Walgreens, Target, Ulta. This is my favorite. I would consider this a really good glue for beginners because it's not easy trying to get the duo, the one that looks like a, you know, you have to push out. It's really hard. So this one comes with a little thin brush like that, which helps you apply it on the lash line. I'm gonna go ahead and apply the glue. I apply it all over the lash line. Get it out of my hands. So then I'm gonna go ahead and do as so. The glue is on there. You probably can see it. The glue is on there. Perfect. You gotta blow on it. So another tip that I really gained on my own was make sure the glue is dry before you put it on your eyelid, because you don't want it to just slip and slide. The drier it is, the better, the easier you apply it. It stays. You're able to move it a little bit around. It's just little tips. Okay, like so I applied this lash off camera because this is the one that has like the curly hairs on the end, so it's really hard for me to apply. But yeah, so I just applied it. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of, you know, with the tip of my tweezers, just make sure it's on there, and just keep going around the whole thing. Just make sure it's on there. You want it to be on there as good as possible. I used to do my makeup and not put on lashes, like I mentioned before, because it was super hard for me, but it's so easy now. Practice, practice, practice. I literally went and I bought like the e.l.f. lashes, like a whole pack of them. Like during Christmas they put them down the aisles, and I was just practicing. Like I was determined to be able to put on my own lashes. So if you want lashes, do the same practice and don't feel bad if you end up gluing your eyes together. Just kidding, but still, like, just don't feel bad. Like, everybody learns at their own pace. Yeah, so my lashes are on. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the back of my tweezers and just kind of push them up so they look more voluptuous. Go on this side, push them up. Looks good to me. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with mascara, any type of mascara. I usually use the Better Than Sex one, or the dupe that I mentioned the other day, which was Voluminous Lashes. I usually use this one, but I'm all out, so I need to go get more. So I'm gonna go ahead and just use one of the other mascaras that I get in usually my packages. On the bottom, just so your lashes connect. So your lashes connect with the falsies. Your real lashes with the falsies. Go ahead and apply mascara on my bottom lashes. Make sure you take your time with that, because you don't want your top lashes to look boom, boom, and the bottom lashes to look like you don't got any. Like, you need to try to make them look as even as the top ones as possible. So I go through and I always make sure I get the little hairs that we have closest to our tear duct, just to make sure that they all look good. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the Morphe M530 brush for my highlight. This is what it looks like. I'm hella white, so you can't really see it. I'm gonna go ahead and spray it with my mark. I'm gonna use Babe in Paradise, my Babe in Paradise, and I'm gonna be using these two colors. I'm gonna mix them together. So I'm gonna go on the top of my lips. And contour, I wait for my nose to be contoured because that's just the way I do it. So I'm gonna go ahead on deep palette. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab the lightest shade, which is this one right here, and just kind of contour your nose very lightly. It out. And then I do the tip of my nose like this, so it looks pretty natural. Just that's blended. I like it. Cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and be right back. I'm gonna go grab another brush that I have in my drawer for my highlight on my nose. M438. I know you probably can't see it. I'll get better at that. This is what it looks like. It's really soft and it has like a nice tip to it. Just slow motions up and down your nose. So I like my nose to fucking shine, alright? If you don't fucking like it, this is me, not you. So okay, so now we're gonna do lip liner and then lip gloss and stuff, and we will be done. So I'm going in with my Sweetheart from Morphe. This one's bomb. I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips. my lips, and then I'm gonna go in with my NYX Cape Town. I love this one. It's super matte, it's super soft. I'm gonna go ahead and just apply it. Go back with that flat brush that I told you about, that Morphe M432. Clean it up if you need to. Please, like, it does not look cute. Do not apply cute ass lipstick with crusty ass lips. And then, oh yeah, and then I blend it out with my R33 brush. Can help you out so much. You guys should really look into getting these too. I use them for my eyebrow cleanup. I use them for my lip liner cleanup. They work for when you have like red lipstick. I love it. Okay, so then I'm just gonna go ahead and go in with my Madeline lip gloss from NYX and just apply it. Glossy look, glossy glossy. Okay. So this is the finished look. My hair looks crazy, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. My camera's about to die, so I need to charge it because we are going to start our question and answer video once my wife gets home. Any questions on any of the product I use, you can DM me, feel free, I'll answer them. And yeah, so let me know. Go ahead and like my video, subscribe, let your friends know, and we'll see you next time. Bye.